this lesson, we're going to learn how to convert between forms. The different forms are standard form, f of x equals ax squared plus bx plus c. That's the form you've only dealt with up to this point. Vertex form, f of x equals a parentheses x minus h squared plus k. And a real quick reminder, vertex is hk. So hk represents your xy value in the vertex. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, and that's just a reminder. And then last but not least, how to find the vertex. H or x equals negative b over 2a. That is the formula to find the vertex of a quadratic equation. Identify the different forms of a quadratic equation. Number 1, f of x equals x minus 1 squared plus 7. In this case, that is the vertex form. And then number 2 is the form you've been dealing with, and that is the quadratic equation, and that is a standard form. How do we find the vertex, hk, or up into this point, xy, of a quadratic equation? It's easy if the equation is in vertex form. Just read the h and k values. However, if the equation is in standard form, then we'll have to use the formula h equals, or x equals, negative b over 2a. Then, after you get that, you plug in the value into the equation and the x values to solve for k or y. Number 1, find the vertex of each. The first one is 1, 7. Now, I would suggest find it just by looking at it. Then plug it into your calculator and check your work until you get used to it. Number 2, x squared plus 8x plus 9. Remember, let's go back a slide. To find that, it's negative b over 2a. H equals negative b over 2a. In this case, b is 8. I plug that in. Negative 8 divided by 2 times a. In this case, a is 1, so I don't have to plug that in. And I get h or x is equivalent to negative 4. Okay, x equals negative 4. Now, I want to plug that value into the quadratic equation. Negative 4 squared is 16. 8 times negative 4 is negative 32 plus 9. You combine those and you will get negative 7. So in this case, negative 4, negative 7 is my vertex. Again, plug it into the TI-83 and check your work. Number 3, your answer will be negative 2, negative 4. Here's the reason why. If this is a minus sign here, you just choose that. But since this is a plus sign, it is the opposite of that. It's going to be negative 2. Same goes here. That should be plus 4 if it was a positive 4. Since it is a minus 4, it is a negative 4, and your vertex is negative 2, negative 4. Now let's move down to the last one. 2x squared minus 12x plus 11. Remember, h equals negative b over 2a. In this case, b is negative 12, so that's negative 1 times negative 12 over 2 times 2 because 2 is a. Positive 12 divided by 4. And you get 3. So the h or x value in this case is 3. I'm now going to plug that in. 2 times 3 to the second power minus 12 times 3 plus 11. Exponents come first. Combine like terms, multiplication. 18 minus 36 plus 11. Combine now from left to right. I get negative 18 plus 11, and I get negative 7. So my vertex is 3, negative 7. Again, pop in the calculator and see if that's right. To convert from standard form to vertex form. First step, find the vertex. Then rewrite the equation. This is not as hard as it looks. It's a lot of steps, but it's not hard. First step, find the vertex. Remember, h equals negative b over 2a. In this case, I get negative 8 over 2, and I get negative 4. I now plug that in. 16 plus 8 times negative 4 plus 7. 16 minus 32 plus 7. I get negative 16 plus 7. And I get negative 9. Now that I have the vertex, negative 4, negative 9, I am now going to plug that in to my formula. Y equals, there is no a, so I don't have to put anything there, x minus negative 4 squared minus 9. Now I want you to pay attention right here. That is minus negative 4. When that happens, a negative times a negative is a positive, so y equals x plus 4 squared minus 9. Next, let's convert f of x equals 2x squared plus 8x plus 10. Again, got to find the vertex first. Remember, h equals negative b over 2a. In this case, b is 8, so that becomes negative 8 over 2 times 2. Negative 8 divided by 4. And I get that h, or x, is equivalent to negative 2. Now I'm going to plug that into this equation. 2 times negative 2 squared plus 8 times negative 2 plus 10. Exponents come first, and I get 2 times 4 plus 8. 2 plus 10. Now multiplication. 8 minus 16 plus 10, negative 8 plus 10, and I get positive 2. So my vertex is negative 2, 2. Now let's plug that in. Since a is 2, that goes on the outside of the parenthesis, x plus 2, because negative times a negative is positive, plus 2. So in this case, f of x equals 2 parentheses x plus 2 squared plus 2. To convert from intercept form, vertex form rather, to standard form, this is very simple. You multiply the square and then simplify. So, x plus 4 squared minus 4 becomes x plus 4 plus 4 minus 4, front, outer, x squared plus 4x, inner, last. Now combine like terms. X squared plus 8x plus 12. To solve the next problem, it's a little tricky. You will need to save this 2 until the end. Do not distribute just yet. Remember, exponents in the order of operations comes first. So, 2, x plus 2, x plus 2 minus 8, x squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4 minus 8. Now distribute that 2. 2x squared plus 4x plus 4x plus 8 minus 8. Combine like terms, you get 2x squared plus 8x. These cancel out. Now, here's the trick. After you do this, place the original equation into the graphing calculator. Then take the new equation and also place it in the calculator. Don't go to the graph, go to the table. Check your work. If they're the same, you did it right. If they are different, you need to go back and check your work.